Hello and welcome to Athena's Creations 2017. I'm Athena Turk, independent Stampin' Up! Demonstrator since 2017. Welcome to my YouTube channel and live on Facebook in Athena's Creations. Tonight I'm gonna share with you two new Christmas cards using a new online exclusive that will be available starting in September. One of the many perks of being a Stampin' Up! Demonstrator is I get to pre-order product early. I get to play with it and share with you all the fun and the details of how fun and easy it is to put stamps, ink, and paper together on a card and make something fun and new and exciting. And so I'm going to share with you the suite of product that comes with this, explain a couple of things. And we're going to make these two cards together. I did a lot of die cutting ahead of time, but after looking at some of the dies, I'm realizing that perhaps I need to get out the impressions plate. And I'll explain that when I show you the close-up of the die cuts. So that's kind of something new that has been coming out, and this is an online exclusive. So again, it'll be available in September. But let's go ahead and point the camera down and we'll get started. Thank you so much for joining me for this live tonight or on the replay later. This is a really neat and exciting set of online exclusive product. This is the only online exclusive suite. There's like bundles and standalone stamps and things like that. But this is the only suite that will be available in September. We do have a brand new catalog coming out, and it is chock full of really fun and exciting new things as well. This one has a lot of fun, different features to it. You'll notice all that beautiful bling in the snowflake. This is part of the suite. Look at all that glimmer and shine. I love me some bling, and that's what this is. These are adhesive backed snowflakes. You get 200 of them. So this one is clear, which looks really pretty against this beautiful new in color Peaceful Pine cardstock. I really love this. This is one of the samples that they show us online. Pardon me. Had a dry spot. And so I wanted to share that with you. And also this one was another one of their samples online. When I get a suite or a bundle, what I like to do is I just like to either case the catalog, which is copy and share everything, or copy the samples online just to kind of get started playing with the product. And of course, I've got every stamp except one on a block for this one so far. And then, you know, the possibilities are just endless when you start playing with the different colors. And of course, everything coordinates. We've got this beautiful new Secret Sea and gold ribbon that's part of this suite. I'm a sucker for embellishments, and these are so amazing. So we're gonna put these two together here in just a moment. This one is the stamp set. And then I noticed the dies. So this snowflake and this die right here caught my attention. And what I mean by that is this. It looks like, and maybe possibly that one, it's kind of a highlighted in a little bit different way, and I don't know how to explain it. But I'm thinking because I have already put this through the die cut, it looks like there's more of an impression on here, but it didn't come through. And that's why I'm wondering, and hopefully I'll figure this out by the next week, the next time we go live, and I'll have some more fun folds and other fun projects with this set of winter adventure dies and suite. But I'm thinking that the impressions folder is going to really bring out that snowflake impression. And I didn't really notice that when I started playing with this one. And so I'm kind of curious about that. So I'm going to play around with it, figure out all the sandwich here, and share all of that with you next time, because I definitely want to do some more of that. But I think that's what that snowflake is going to do. It's going to have more of an impression. I don't know if you can see that. It looks like it's supposed to have more of an impression. And that's where I'm thinking that impressions plate is probably what I need to use. And then, of course, the die cuts. I need to die cut these out because I have a feeling these will make some really nice accents. And then, of course, the paper. Wow, the paper. Oh, my goodness. The paper's gorgeous. Look at this. This is awesome for scrapbooking. And it's awesome for cutting down card fronts. I almost don't want to cut through this. It's just so beautiful. But for one of the cards, I did cut through some of the paper here. And then this is one of the other features. It's always double-sided. This would look really good on that next card. And then, of course, we've got the stamp that has, this is pretty similar to this. I should check and see if it'll die cut it. I just love the pine cones. Look at that. The paper is really awesome. Checkered. And you can see that I've already used some pieces for the card tonight. But that's the beautiful paper that comes with this suite. And then you get the bundle. And then, of course, this specialty paper is also part of the suite. Winter Dreams. It's Secret Sea in white. And you get 6. Somebody mentioned that the word flocked, and perhaps that's the appropriate word. To me, it has a nice raised texture feel to it. These snowflakes. And then I guess I'm not real sure what that print is supposed to be. And then you've got these. Now, I did finally get in my other part of my order because I forgot to order. I was ordered at 3 in the morning. But I forgot to order the, what was the name of that one? It's an absolutely gorgeous, it's a standalone stamp set. And I'm really thinking about using this beautiful paper with it. I just haven't quite put all of that into action yet, but that's on the horizon. And I want to go ahead and get started with our cards. Now, let me explain. I'm going to do this card first. I also got the Noel Tidings. And when I got the sample that was online, and again, you can see this one looks like it needs like that textured impression. It almost looks like this one needs to go through as well. I'm going to have to figure that out and get back with y'all on that one. But yeah, I think that one to you. And there's several, too, that I think in the new catalog that you use this impression plate. And it's going to be a deeper, more embossed image. But anyway, what I did was I used my Noel Tidings dies because it's got this piece here. And the sample online showed something that would fit within this die cut frame. And so I got these out and it fits perfectly. Now, if you didn't have this one, you could probably get away with using our Everyday Arches dies, which is kind of my go-to whenever I make cards and things. That's kind of one of my go-to dies. I really, really like that one. But this is the die cut that I ended up using. So I love how all of our, everything coordinates and interchanges with other suite of product that's available. I did do some pre-cutting, die cutting ahead of time. And this one looks good, but I really think that that impression plate might give a more deep embossed image, perhaps. And then we've got all of our little pieces right here for this card. We're using crumb cake for the card base. These are simple cards, so they shouldn't take long to put together. Oh, and then to figure out, because I didn't write measurements down, but to figure out this piece before I die cut it from the paper, I basically just grabbed this, excuse me, this die, and I just sort of measured, like from, let's see, I want to say it was like 3 inches, 3.5. So this piece was 2.5 inches approximately by 3. because I wanted to make sure that whatever I had would fit. And this one was as close as I could get. Like that one. This one is as close as it's going to get. Now, I don't have the recipe yet, so I don't know for sure that if that's exactly what Stampin' Up! Used. Hopefully they'll give us the recipe before the month's out, but that's usually how we can figure out what products to use. But I just knew I had that die set, and I thought, let me just try it out. And so that's what I used. Oh, I almost hate to use this side because I love checkered too. That's so, so cool. We're going to put that together, and then the die cut piece right there. But I really do think there's more of an embossed image with this one. I'm going to have to play with that one some more. This is a really cool set. And then, of course, we've got our little tiny pieces here. Just a little extra accent. And then we're going to stamp Warm Winter Wishes. Fold our card base, which is Crumb Cake. And then the colors that coordinate with the cardstock is on the back of the cardstock. And the color that goes with this one is Secret Sea, Peaceful Pine, Crumb Cake, and Cherry Cobbler. So we're going to use Cherry Cobbler to stamp with both of our cards. So let's go ahead and put our 4x5 and a 1/4 piece of Designer Series paper. And I think this one I did 5.5 by 4. And when you have color on color that's really close, to me, it doesn't really matter. So it's close enough. I think it'll be just fine. All right. So we're going to go ahead and before I completely put this one down, I kind of want to give it a little bit of adhesive. Make it so that it's as close as possible. That looks really close. So I'm just going to kind of give it a little bit, a little bit of adhesive on the die cut piece. I'm going to try to find that sweet spot again. Where it's as close as possible. Looks really good. That's close, right? So that's how I do that. Then I'm going to go ahead and put this one down on the left side. And I want to put just a tiny little sliver of ink to hold the top down. That did it, I think. I might have to redo that one. We'll see. All right, so we're going to stamp Warm Winter Wishes in Cherry Cobbler. I don't know about you, but I find stamping very therapeutic. I love it. All right. Tap, tap, tap is all you need. Find the middle. Just gently press in the middle. Do not rock your block. Let that dry. Always want to close your ink pads so that you don't accidentally get any of your cardstock or other pieces in there. And then I'm going to get a pair of scissors that should be dry. And that's another tip. You want to make sure that everything dries after you have stamped it, because if it's still wet and you touch it, it's going to smear. All right, let's see. Just going to cut it right there at an angle. And then we're going to go ahead and put these, which I was going to look this up and I forgot. I don't know the exact correct name for this one, what these are, but I think I heard somebody say they were snowshoes. I honestly don't know for sure. All right, I'm just going to get a little bit of adhesive, just like that. And then when everything is put together, if it's still sticky, I've got a solution that I'm going to share with you. All right, so now we put this tiny strip, which, let me see, it is a 1/2 inch by 4 inches. Let me just give it a little adhesive. We've got back to school, and here in the South, we have tax-free weekend coming up that second weekend of August. So that is going to be the time to stock up on all of our adhesives. And I definitely need to do that. Warm winter wishes. Right there. We've got this one already. I didn't put any, and I didn't look to see if there were any snowflakes. But I'm thinking we should probably put some snowflakes on there. Let's see, why not? I say put snowflakes because we can. Isn't that ribbon lush? I absolutely love the Secret Sea with the gold. I absolutely love that. That's just gorgeous. All right, so let's use the Secret Sea because I just think that's so pretty. Put one there. And this one over here to help hold it down. Another trick there, if you will. Let's see. Where do we want this one? I think maybe down here. Isn't that pretty? Although I didn't put one on here. Let's see. Oh yeah, I feel a little bit of sticky. So the solution to sticky is our little embossing buddy or embossing pal. Just tap it. It's like a talc powder. All right, this one looks crooked for some reason. I don't know. Let's add some sparkle to this one. Right there. And I think I want to do a small white up here. That's another way to hold it down. It's with some embellishments. Isn't that beautiful? I just love this suite of products. And of course, you guys are going to want to stock up on these because this one is super fun and hot. I know I'm going to be ordering several of these come September. Adhesive back snowflakes. Online exclusive. Beautiful. This will be super fun on any of your stamping products and Christmas cards. I think I like this one better. I am definitely going to have to do some impression with that one. I'm pretty sure that's what that's for. Like I said, I didn't really notice it at first. I just thought, okay, that's kind of light. But then I was looking further, and you know how when you're looking at the catalog too, it's like, oh, look. Maybe I missed something. So that just means I get to play some more, and hopefully I'll find some time this weekend to play and come up with some new ideas for you. Maybe some fun folds. This one's not a fun fold tonight. It's just some new product. And I just love playing with new craft supplies. Okay. And really, I could probably do something for the inside of this card. But here's our second card. And again, the clear snowflakes look amazing on this Peaceful Pine. And then for the die cuts for these, I just got some 2x3 and, yep, 2x3. You get a couple of those. You just stamp them, die cut them out, pretend I did. And then here I wanted to show you that you can use all kinds of different die cuts, right? And then I was going to use this one, but based on the sample, I thought this looked a little bit better. But you do have options. That's what I wanted to share. And then look, the opposite side. So what we're going to do on this one, which let me give you the measurement for this designer paper, is 4 by 1. And so what I'm going to do is I'm going to come in about 1/4 of an inch in the middle, and then I'm going to just give it this, I don't know what you would call that, but a snip there to give it that same look, right? Which is another reason why I thought this might look better. So let's stamp with our cherry cobbler. Let me show you just how beautiful this stamp set will stamp. It's so, so pretty. We've got this really pretty bow, which again, this pretty bow could go with any project in any of the stamp sets. Look how lush that is. Oh, I just love it. Let's stamp that one a couple more times, shall we? Stamp. Tap, tap, tap. Run that through. I'm going to have some beautiful bows for some other cards. Be careful, I got some ink on me. Oh well. All right, so what we're going to do, oh yeah, I forgot. We're going to stamp this, sending good times your way. I've got all of these all on the block. We're using pecan pie for this one. Set off to the side what I'm not using real quickly here. Sending good times your way. Tap, tap, tap. Find the middle. Beautiful. Next, we're going to get our Peaceful Pine. And this is the new ink pad that's magnetic, which is super nice. And I have to be careful because sometimes our little dies will adhere to them. I had a really tiny die that I just happened to flip this over and it was right on the back. So just be careful. We've got this fun, easy to open, super, super easy. Love, love, love that. And so let me just check. Yep. Okay, good. In fact, very easy to stamp with as well. I think we need that one on the inside. Oh, that looks beautiful. But really, I need a white piece in there, but that's okay. So what we're gonna do is color on color. So we've got Peaceful Pine. Tap, tap, tap. Just kind of turn the paper around, you know, like so. Just keep turning it. No right or wrong. Just have fun with it, basically. And I'm totally having fun with this one. See there? Easy, fun, love it. Oops. You can clean those off. Not with your finger, but super easy. Love that. Okay, so next we're going to build our card. So we put this one kind of toward the middle here. Find that sweet spot, meaning as close to in line there as possible. And then we're going to add our adhesive. And then we're going to put these, I think they're snowshoes. I'm honestly not real sure. Somebody let me know in the comments what they're called. It's part of the suite, and I just think this is a lovely suite of product. And then we've got our fun little bow right there just to wrap this card right up. And this is really nice and easy. It's fun. It's therapeutic. I absolutely love to stamp. And this one's so fun to play with. Beautiful, beautiful. Love it. Fun and easy. What's not to like about these? Now, of course, before we finish our cards tonight, we're going to add some beautiful bling. So I think I'm going to add a snowflake there, snowflake here. Let's add a little clear snowflake right here, and a clear one up here, and one more down here. Let's see. Yep, right there. Probably my favorite embellishment. And this is, like I said, this is part of the online exclusives. Fun and easy cards, sending good times your way. So this doesn't necessarily have to be a Christmas card. You can always put Merry Christmas on here, or even a happy birthday. Be a great guy happy birthday card. Same thing with all of those beautiful designer series paper that we have available. Warm Winter Wishes. Again, not necessarily a Christmas card. Part of the online exclusives. And I highly recommend all this beautiful ribbon. I don't know, which one of these is your favorite tonight? These were both so fun to make. And like I said, I was not casing the catalog, but I was casing the online samples. And these are the only 2 online samples. And I plan on discovering more with this suite of product and hopefully bring some more fun next week. May your winter be filled with adventure. So it's not necessarily Christmas, but you can totally make it Christmas if you want to. In fact, I think that's what I probably will next week. And I might even bring in some other product too. You know, everything coordinates so well together. Peaceful Pine, love the colors. What's not to love about this suite of product, right? Well, we will see you next week with some more fun and maybe a new fun fold. I've kind of discovered another one through some Stampin' friends of mine. So I'll be excited to share more with you hopefully next week. Thank you for joining me. Happy stamping.